Hello, everybody, and welcome back to 50 Shades of Tay. I'm Taylor Gonzalez, and my guest today plays Aaron in Scream 7. I'm so excited to be joined by Cyle Winters. How are you doing today?
Hello, Taylor. I'm great. How are you? How are you?
Oh, so far, so good. Just admiring your gorgeous background right now. It looks so
Yes,
beautiful over there.
yes. I'm loving the spring weather. It's about that time. But yeah. Thanks for having me. I love what you do, and this is really exciting. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you taking time to be here.
Of
First
course.
of all, I wanted to say congratulations on joining my favorite franchise of all time, Scream. But not only did you join the Scream franchise, you joined in the highest grossing film of the franchise history. How does that feel?
It's really cool. It doesn't feel real. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, it was it's an honor to kind of to be a part of such a loved franchise and to know that this film specifically did so well. It's really cool. It's really cool. But yet again, it doesn't feel real.
It is crazy. I don't know of any other franchises out there that can say that their seventh movie was their highest grossing one in the
Yeah.
history. And it's just so cool to see everyone, so excited to see Nev's return and to
hmm
see, this franchise getting its well-deserved recognition
hmm
all these years later.
Yeah, I knew the franchise was always loved, but I didn't realize how big the fan base is. And through doing this project, I kind of was like, I realized that very soon, and it's really cool. It's really special. It's a special thing, this franchise, and it's awesome to be a part of it, of course. But yeah.
Do you remember the very first time that you ever watched Scream, any of the Scream films?
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I dabbled a little growing up, but I wasn't a huge fan of horror movies or slashers because I'm not gonna lie, I'll be honest, I was a scaredy cat, you know. Yeah, it just always felt too real to me as a kid, so I try to stay away. But funny enough, so I don't have any clear recognition of watching them growing up, but right after I filmed Scream 7, um it came back to theaters for a little bit. The original Scream came back to theaters for a little bit. So I'm like, I have to watch that. I didn't watch it beforehand. Just so, I wasn't starstruck at all the actors who were
Oh my
coming back to
gosh.
set in case. So yeah, I ended up watching it after and in theaters, and it was, oh my goodness, it's so incredible. It's so incredible. And yeah, it deserves all of its flowers. And so yeah, I understand all of the fans and everything behind it. So
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I also went to that re-release for its anniversary. It was
yeah,
so fun. And what was really cool was there were people of all ages there. There were people who probably had seen it originally in theaters. There were people who it was had to have been their first time ever seeing it in a theater.
yeah,
It was definitely my first time getting to see it
yeah,
on the big screen. So it's
yeah.
just so cool to see it's, beloved after all these years.
Yeah, it's a really beautiful thing what movies can do, and specifically this franchise. Not many, franchises can do that. But yeah, it's a really beautiful thing.
Mhm. What was the audition process like for Scream 7? Was it very secretive? And how much did you know, like, what you were actually auditioning for?
Yeah, that's a great question. It was very secretive. Funny that you say that. I was in Atlanta at the time, rehearsing for a play, and I received an email from an agent for an audition, and the title was something not close to, Scream 7. It's some secret title they had just for a placeholder. So I was like, I had no idea what the film was. So I ended up sending my tape in and kind of forgetting about it a little later. But then my mentor, who was working on the play with me, um, had mentioned that he got an audition for the same project. Um, and he mentioned that it was for Scream 7, and then I was like, I was, I was, you know, I was like, holy cow, basically. That would be pretty cool to kind of to work on Scream 7. I didn't realize that, and then I was like, man, I wish I would have, done more in my audition or whatever. But yeah, and then a few weeks go by, and then I get a call from my agent, um that I got the role. I was actually at Sundance watching a short film that I was in, um when I got the call. So that was really cool as well. But yeah, it was very, very secretive. I had no clue um what it was, or what it was about. Um but yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't realize it was Scream 7 that I was auditioning for.
That is awesome. You know, it's probably a good thing you didn't know it was Scream 7 when you were auditioning because then you didn't overthink it and you didn't have to stress out about it and you just submitted
Yeah.
it and then you said like you forgot about it.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, okay. And then finding out after the fact that it's Scream 7
Yeah.
probably took a lot of the pressures away.
Yeah. You were so right about that. Yeah, especially whenever it's something, whenever it's a huge project you're auditioning for, and you really want the role. Yeah, that's exactly where the nerves come in. You overthink things, and you just you beat the dead horse. But um yeah, so that definitely helped. That definitely helped.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so once you found out it was Scream 7 and you found out you
Mhm.
got the role, how did your friends and family react to you getting cast in this huge project?
They didn't believe me. At first I was a little hesitant to kind of share it around. Um, just because I don't know. It's like part of it because it didn't, like I said, it didn't really feel real, so I don't want to ruin, have it like the dream fade away and not and I wake up and it's not true. So, I mean, right after I got the call from my agents, I called my parents, and they were, super excited, as I was as well. Um, and then yeah, I slowly started to tell friends and other family, but they didn't believe me. Really, they didn't really believe me either. Up until kind of till recently, till it just came out. Um, when they saw me on a big screen like that in such a cool movie, that's when they were like, "Holy cow, you weren't kidding." So, yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I would be the same way too. I think I would be too scared to tell anyone until it was actually filmed.
Yeah,
And then even then I would be scared because you never know when stuff gets cut or, if
exactly.
they decide to reshoot it or
Yeah.
they're like, oh, we don't really need your character. I would just be freaking out the whole time.
Yeah.
And until I saw it for myself, I
Yeah.
probably would try and keep it, I don't know, a
That's
secret.
exactly, yes, yes, yes. That's exactly how I am. I'm also kind of superstitious when it comes to this stuff. So
Mhm.
whatever it is I audition for or I book or whatever, I rarely tell anyone. Part of that is superstition. And like you said, you're scared something will fall through.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, so that was definitely a part of it all. So yeah, yeah, I totally get that.
When Scream 7 finally did come out, did you do anything special to celebrate with your family and friends?
Yeah, yeah. Um, so I wasn't able to go to the premiere, but my mom, she's so funny. I love her so much. The following weekend, she rented a theater in a nearby, my hometown theater. She rented a space out there, and she invited like all of her coworkers, all my friends and
Oh,
family that were in the area. And yeah, we had about uh close to like 100 people come out to that
wow.
movie. I know. And yeah, that was really fun. It was really cool as well to see everybody kind of come together, whether they were there for me or there for, Scream,
Mhm.
or if they like horror movies, or if some people even, are terrified of horror movies, yet they still came to see the movie. And yeah, it was a really cool thing to see how, you know, whether I'm in the movie or not, what theaters, movie-going experiences can be for people and how they can bring people together. So that was such a surreal moment, and I will never forget about that. Yeah, that was really cool just to
Oh,
be in a room watching a movie with people I love. It's really cool.
yeah, that is awesome that you were able to do that. Another really awesome thing is you got to work with Kevin Williamson. What was it like getting to work with the iconic Kevin Williamson on Scream 7?
Oh my goodness, it was amazing. He was so nice and welcoming, and he had my back. He really did. He had my back. As soon as I met him, he shook my hand, and he was like, "Let's get to work." I loved your tape and whatnot, and that made me really confident. And as we were shooting my little part, he said he liked what I was doing and whatnot, and yeah, it felt like he was someone I knew for a while, like a friend. So it was a really great experience working with him and everyone else, of course. But yeah, it was awesome.
Oh, Your scenes are so much fun. You got to work with McKenna Grace, who she's like
Yeah,
on a roll right now. She's in
yeah,
so many fun
yeah.
projects, and I feel like they're just coming out one after the other after the
I
other. She
know.
must be so busy right now. Can you
Yeah.
talk a little bit about collaborating with her on your scenes?
Oh my goodness, she's such a sweetheart. It was so much fun. Seriously. Um, yeah, just like Kevin, she was very welcoming as well. And just doing those scenes, my character, he's a little on the nervous side. That's how I am in real life too, kind of. But just being able to play around in the scene with her, you know, it was just a lot of fun. No nerves there at all. And yeah, she was just so kind and inviting. And she brought cookies to set for
Oh,
everyone. And those were great. But yeah, it was awesome.
oh,
Awesome.
that is very cool.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk a little bit of spoilers, but I feel like since it was the highest grossing film in the film franchise history, uh, a good amount of people watching this interview have probably already seen it.
Yeah.
In Scream 7, there are three Ghostface. When you were filming your scene, how much did you know about how many Ghostface there were? And did you know which one specifically was the one that took you out?
I knew nothing, Taylor. I knew nothing. And I loved that, honestly, I would have preferred it that way. I knew nothing until I saw the movie myself, which
Oh,
is,
wow.
it's cool. It's really cool to kind of experience that. But yeah, I was sitting on set trying to figure it out myself and I couldn't. I just really couldn't. And yeah, I didn't know anything. Um yeah.
That is crazy. But that's one of the things I love about Scream specifically is it's not just another generic slasher. It is also a murder mystery and it's
Yeah.
like mainly a murder mystery. So I love getting to spend time trying to figure out who I think it is. I think this
Mhm.
time I got one. I got one out of three. Uh, but it was, I don't know, just such a fun film and a fun experience. And getting to see it for the first time. I went to the IMAX headquarters where they like
Oh,
test
no
out the
way.
film and everything for a press
That's so
screening of
cool.
it. So it was so fun to get to see it in IMAX. First
Yeah.
time actually ever that a Scream movie was made for IMAX. That's crazy.
Wow. No, it is really crazy. And, you know, like, the fans are always going to be there and they're just going to continue to make, wonderful things for them. So yeah, it's really cool. I bet IMAX is so cool seeing that on the screen. I have yet to do that, but yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, so fun seeing it in IMAX. You
Yeah.
also posted a really cool time lapse on your Instagram
Yeah.
of the like prosthetics and makeup that happened to your neck when your neck got slipped by Ghostface.
Yeah.
Uh, what was that process like getting the prosthetics and the makeup done?
Yeah, it was great. It was great. I know sometimes people can say that like, being in the makeup chair for a while can be a little annoying and whatnot, but no, my experience was great and it was it was so cool to kind of see it come together and slowly I was like, "Oh my goodness, is this real? Am I okay?" Um and when it was done, it was I could barely look at myself, and I would walk around on set and kind of freak the other actors out and people as well. So that was kind of fun as well. But yeah, that was really freaky but cool.
What was the time, like how long did it take for them to do the process on your neck?
Yeah, I think it took about an hour or so.
Okay.
They were quick and they were awesome. I mean, they had a job to do and they sure did it. But yeah, it took about an hour and then just to kind of I think at first we tested out um some sort of contraption where it shoots out, liquid from it as well. But you know, I would say about an hour or a little over that it took.
That's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Well, now that you're officially part of the Scream franchise, do you have any cool merch or memorabilia from the franchise, like any Funkos or collectibles or anything like that?
Yeah, Kevin actually gave us a little goodie bag, so I have some goodies that he sent our way. Um, and I personally should work on my Funko collection like you there in the back. I might have to get one of those. So yeah, yeah. I know actually whenever I think I saw it in theaters maybe 4 times with with my parents. And so every time we went, my mom would buy like the popcorn bucket or the cup. So yeah, I have a couple of those as well. But I plan to grow my collection like you.
Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah, I have the cup. I was so tempted to get the
Yeah.
popcorn bucket, but it's like I already have Dune and Fantastic Four. I'm running out of room.
Oh yeah, I see
But
the Dune one. Oh yeah, there you go.
that is
I
the
get it.
funniest one ever. I
Right.
think that that's the best that they've ever done.
I love it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Many more great popcorn buckets to come, I suppose.
Yes. Is horror something you would like to explore more of in the future?
Oh, most definitely. Even though I am kind of, a wimp and a scaredy cat when it comes to watching those things, being on set, it was one of the most fun experiences I've ever had. And so I would most definitely be interested in continuing to do those types of movies as well. And um I was talking to my family the other day about it. They wanted me to try to be in all of these different franchises, like Jason Voorhees and the Halloween movies and all those to come. Um yeah, yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Oh, that would be so cool.
But yeah, yeah.
If you had to pick one of those to be in, whether it was Halloween or Friday the 13th, which one would you want to be in?
Okay. I would either say Friday the 13th because that's my uncle's favorite and I look up to him, so that would probably be next on the list, or a new favorite film. So okay, so I personally, I'm iffy on the scary movies, but whenever I'm with my family and we decide to watch a movie, it's always a scary movie, always a horror or slasher. And a recent one we became fixated on is the Terrifier series.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun just because of all the gore in there.
hmm
I'm not a fan of watching that, but just doing that, I feel like that would be so much fun. Yeah, the Terrifier series.
Oh
That's
my
awesome.
gosh. I would love to see you in that. They're about to start filming the fourth one soonish, I
Yeah, I
think.
saw
So
that. I saw that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Many more to come in that. That's a great series as well.
yeah, I love it so much. And it's,
Yeah.
yeah, like you said, very gory, but it's very fun and very different. And I
Yeah.
love that it's a new one because when
Yeah.
you list off slashers, it's normally stuff from like the 80s, the 90s, but then to list Terrifier in the same ranking and then it's also a newer franchise, it's just so nice that we have something
Yeah.
newer.
It's so cool. And I guess I mean, Art the Clown, man, he's a creepy guy, but he's got a little charisma to him. So I don't blame everyone. So
Oh
yeah,
man, that would be awesome. Well, fingers crossed that you get to join the Terrifier franchise because I would love to see
that'd
that
be
for you.
cool. Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you. Yeah.
Kyle, I cannot thank you enough for taking time out of your day to be here. If people want to follow you and they want to keep up with all your other upcoming projects, where's a good place for people to follow you?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram a little bit. My first and last name, Cyle Winters. That's Kyle with a C and then two S's on the end of Winters. You can find me there on Instagram.
Perfect. I'll make sure to put a link in the description of this video. But Kyle, thank you again for joining me. And everybody, if you
Yeah.
haven't watched Scream 7 yet and we accidentally just spoiled a little bit of it for you, it's available on digital
Sorry.
right now. So check it out on digital. And thank you again for being here. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Taylor, thank you so much. You have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you everyone for watching. Go watch Scream 7.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye bye.